Oh, I'm just clicking on the wrong things today. But that's okay because I just had a 3-day weekend and at the Sherwood Forest Fair, and I am barely conscious. So I'm going to forgive myself and give myself some leeway this time because, wow, it is a 3-day weekends are really tough when you're performing at fair. It is it is interesting. It's an interesting process. It because when you start getting Saturday almost feels like a Sunday, and then you have one more day after that. And when you've kind of trained yourself to only do 2 days at a time, and but this was an odd weekend because Friday ended up raining a good bit, so Saturday still felt like Saturday, and Sunday still felt like Sunday. So just a little tired, but it was still a great weekend. A lot of fun. A lot of people came out because Saturday and Sunday were beautiful. It rained a bit on Friday, but still a lot more people came out than you would think, and it all turned out pretty good. So kind of interesting. And I got to see again some people who thanked me for being a part of Life's Affair and doing that, and that was always very heartwarming. I always appreciate that, and had a really good time. Good time playing music and jamming, and just all good stuff. Now, it did rain on, like I said, on Friday afternoon, but I do want to mention something that jumped out at me: the site crew and how they got everything set up for how they got everything set up for Saturday, because the rain and everything was pretty consistent most of the afternoon on Friday. And I didn't even notice on Saturday morning. Everything looked great. And then in the morning, somebody mentioned it, how really, really, how great of a job that they did. And I looked around and said, oh my gosh, you're right. Everything looks perfect. The paths were all pristine and looked great, and no branches or limbs on the ground or anything. No, they did a great job, and I don't think they get enough credit at fairs, um, and especially Sherwood in this case because they do a phenomenal job. And if they do their job well, you don't notice it, you don't recognize it because it looks like you expect fair to look like it should. So good for them. Just a little tidbit about site crew and how they really do really well. So hello to everybody. I see a lot of people on here, and Diana, Kathy, Alacia, Jan, wow, Damaris, Kristen. Oh, Kristen actually made it. I didn't expect her to show up this early after a 3-day weekend. I figured she'd stumble in about halfway through. So well done, Kristen. And Jeremy, and and Liz, and oh yeah, Chris, and wow, everybody's jumping in. Yeah, the weekend grand total was 13,000 plus. That is very, very true. Very, very true. So, yes, uh, really really a great weekend. Um, and Jan, yeah, you're right. You could not really tell Saturday how rainy Friday had been. Uh, Jan did was there on Friday, and it was it was really fascinating. It was really fascinating how amazing they did. And it was just a great weekend. I mean, as there were moments of, well, I guess I'm not doing my show now because it's pouring down rain over my stage on Friday, to phenomenal days on Saturday with great temperatures, and everybody was just so thrilled. Everybody wanting to hang outside and enjoy the outdoors, and it was just so nice, so nice. Oh, and Kristen, you slept for 9 hours. Got you beat over 10. I slept for over 10 hours last night, and I needed every second. I'm not going to lie. I was really wiped. Ooh, but yes, yes. It is, it was a great weekend. So for those of you that made it out, um, yeah, yeah. For those of you that for those of you that made it out, I hope you enjoyed it because it was a great weekend. What? I require lots of beauty sleep? What? Who, me? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Yeah, and Andrew Vincent on YouTube is talking about how it was a long weekend, and you're totally right. Um, and I agree with you that in spite of the rain, Friday did end up being a really good day because, yeah, I mean, yeah, and you're right, they did have the rescue rally that Friday night. But yeah, I mean, when we did have shows that were indoors and everything, I mean, the people, I mean, they were kind of trapped in there and they were because of the rain and they were just thrilled to get some entertainment. And for them, it was like going to a sort of, I guess, sort of like a vaudeville show where people just kept coming up on stage and doing stuff and they really enjoyed it. They had a great time. And yeah, I mean, there's something about experiencing that whole have to stay inside for the rain type of experience that causes people to really enjoy spending time together, and that's always nice. Um, oh, we're still talking about the age thing, right? Well, okay, okay. Yeah, I think we've been pretty lucky that we don't look too different than what we did 10 or even to an extent 20 years ago, and that's kind of nice. I don't know when I'm gonna run off that cliff and suddenly look like I'm 80, but we'll see. We'll see when it happens. Uh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, and yeah. For the record, Sherwood, they did have a really good rescue rally. Um, I, I didn't, I never heard final numbers on it, but it was good. Definitely was a good showing, and they made a lot of good money to help out a lot of different people at Faire. So that is going to be always a good thing. Ah, yes. Whew. So yeah, that was, like I said, great weekend. So happy. Still a little tired. I'll feel better tomorrow. But hey, at least I'm not wearing the dark glasses this time, right? So much better. Much, much better. Ah, yes. So let's see. Well, I do want to go ahead and talk about some of the fairs that are open because it's not just Sherwood that's open right now. There's also Scarborough Fair that is open, also in Texas, over in Waxahachie, just south of Dallas. And there's also the Bay Area Renaissance Festival that's in Florida, Dade City, Florida. So yeah, you do have a few different fairs going on now, and oh, there's also what Central Missouri is. I think has one more weekend that's going to happen, so that's cool. Yeah, but it is a you have a few fairs going on, which is great. I starting to kind of get back in the swing of things. A lot of fairs canceled because well, it just the timing wasn't quite right, and it takes a lot of prep. These few have managed to kind of get in there right that good juncture, and I think it's going to keep going. We'll get some fairs in the summer and the fall, and we'll keep going. So we will have some good fairs in the future. So something to really look forward to. I'll try to keep up with. I'll keep you apprised of what fairs are going on now when I can. And yeah, if you have any comments or thoughts about those fairs, please jump in the comments and talk about them if you've been or what you think about them. Because yeah, there are some interesting ones. I haven't been to all of them, but I've of course been to Sherwood and Scarborough. Uh, yeah, yeah. So all is good. I so tomorrow is an important day. It's a very very big day, and I know some of you may not even be familiar with what's so important about tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you, it is National Tell a Story Day. That's right. National Tell a Story Day is tomorrow. And what we're going to do here at Life's Affair is we're going to put one word up on our Facebook page at about 10 a.m. or so. So take a look for that. And all of us, any of you, and we can all just get together and write one word at a time to tell a story. It's like extreme Mad Libs. So we're gonna have fun with this, and just jump on board in the morning. And I don't know how long it's going to last. We'll just call it at some particular point where we get a finished story, and it will be really cool. And the even better thing about this is next week on Fairlife, we're going to get a recording of Alicia doing a dramatic reading of this story. So I don't know. It's either going to be insanely awesome, very silly, or no, I think those are the only options. It's probably going to be very silly or really awesome or both. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, and Nancy says that she's a librarian and every day is Tell a Story Day. I very much respect that. But this is National Tell a Story Day, where it's recognized on a national level. So it just tries to showcase what you experience every day for us non-librarians. Oh, right. And oh, there is this other thing going on tomorrow, which I do want to make sure you all are aware of. I'm going to be on Nat 21. So again, I've been continuing to do that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Nat 21 will, that is Paulo Garbanzo's online gaming bit of fun. And I've been on the last few weeks. And yeah, we'll do it for a few more weeks still to come. And it's been a lot of fun. I play a gnomish artificer, a very young one, so that is very different. I've had to channel my inner 15-year-old, which I know is very tough since I'm usually so mature. Don't say it that wordly. I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. Whew. Yes. It is. It should be a lot of fun, and it has been fun. It's just playing dress up and having a great time and doing some gaming. So feel free to jump in on that. That will be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I mean, a bunch of different things, but definitely check that out. So that is going on tomorrow as well. And yeah, she says that she finds it amusing that I'm playing a gnome. Yes. And, I tried to think of something different. Every time I do anything with gaming, I try to pick something that I've never done before. And, I've really avoided playing a bard because it just felt redundant, I mean, it's like, why would I? It's like I'm not acting. I mean, really. So I've avoided that. But generally everything else, yes, I will do that. Um, but yes, it will. That should be a lot of fun. Um, and it is different. An artificer is not an easy character to play. I wasn't that acquainted with it. I mean, it's sort of like a cleric slash wizard slash engineer slash. I mean, it's all of these different things together, and the rules are a little bit like what you're familiar with if you've played these characters, and then not. So it's pretty complex. I finally think I have a grasp on it. So that is good. That is good. Huh. Yeah, maybe I should have just played a normal fighter and not really worried about it, but I wanted to do something different, and that's the important thing. I always try to do that, and we've had a lot of fun with it. Good crowd on there. So do check that out. And yeah, I think other than that, this Thursday we are not having gathering because I am doing a reunion show with my old bandmate Mark Gunn with the Brobdingnagian Bards. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Brobdingnagian Bards. I know some of you are, but that's how I got into fairs, at least as a performer. I started with my old friend from college, Mark Gunn, and we just started a band together and called it the Brobdingnagian Bards and had a lot of fun for a good while. Traveled all around the country and internationally a few times. And yeah, we really, really enjoyed it. Had a lot of silliness. A lot of silliness. So yeah, something to check out. That will be on, on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be, well, actually, wait, no, it's not. It's going to be through Bandcamp. I'm awake. I'm really not. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes, it will be on through Bandcamp. We're doing it that way. Tickets are $15. And yeah, definitely check it out. It is, I'm sure Lee will put up a link for that at some point. But it was it should be a fun time. And we'll be doing that live from my living room and having a good time. I see, I think it'll be like somewhere between an hour, hour and a half show. I'm not quite sure what it'll end up being. We'll just keep playing until we run out of stuff. We did reunion shows last week at Sherwood, and that was strange because he was throwing out songs that we had not played together in several years. So it was a bit of a, okay, how do I play this? Let's remember this. But luckily, most of the songs we've played so many thousand times that it's kind of like riding a bike. A lot of the time, it's not too bad. Um, oh, Liz, yes, Bandcamp is a website. I think, yeah, I mean, they do have an app, but in order to see the show, it'll have to be through a browser. You can log in to the browser on your phone, but yeah, their live show streaming option is a fairly new one. So I think at some point they might add it to their app, but for now it's just through a web page. So yes, but Bandcamp is a place normally where musicians can sell some of their CDs or other merchandise and songs, and it's a good place for that. So you can also get that kind of thing there too. But they offered a live show option, and we're trying it out. It should be should be a lot of fun. Ha. Yes, and that will be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, our regular gathering time. Um, totally co-opted that, but don't worry. The following week we will have some really awesome stuff, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Yes. So yes. Um, yes. Oh, and Andrew said he missed the shows the past weekend. Um, but yeah, he caught us individually, and yeah, that is true. But no, that's okay. We do have the concert. We will be doing reunion shows next weekend as well. But after that, I don't know if we'll be playing together again until maybe Dragon Con over Labor Day weekend in September. So yeah, so that's yeah, definitely something to check out while you can. So yes, oh, and we're talking about the following week. Yes, it will be puppets. It will be Renaissance puppets. You're gonna love this. It's a great comedy troupe that puts. Well, it's sort of kind of like the Muppets in a way. I mean, but with Renaissance fair stuff, and you're gonna love that. You're gonna love that. Yes, real professional puppets, not my puppet face type thing. No, no, this is actually real people. Ah, yes, it should be good. So yeah, I think that right now, let's see. Uh, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and play a game because I'm kind of in the mood for something, and I've been working on a lot of songs over the past couple of weeks, trying some new stuff and trying to trying to hone my pub show song list and kind of create that perfect pub set list for pub shows. Since I ended up getting a lot of different pub shows this this year at Faire, it kind of surprised me. So I've been trying to optimize that. So yeah, that should be really good. Yeah, let's do this. How about this? I'm going to name a song, and I want you to guess whether it is a modern song, and let's call modern in anybody who is living right now their lifetime. So after 1900. So is it after 1900 or is it before 1900? So modern or traditional? We'll define it like that for now. So yes, is it a modern song or is it a traditional song? So no cheating now. So here's the first song. Let's do Wild Rover. So what do you think about that? Wild Rover. Is that a traditional song or a modern song? So a good question. Good question. Any ideas? Any ideas for Wild Rover? And I know you're there's a little bit of a delay, so you'll be thinking about it. If you're not familiar with the song Wild Rover, it is one of those Faire staples. I mean, most people who have gone to Faire for a while, they have heard that song because most bands cover it. Most bands cover it. Oh well, well, Jeremy commenting, that's just not fair because he knows all the history of every song. Um, and everybody's kind of just going traditional. Okay, okay. Surprisingly, it depends on how you look at it, but Jeremy is right. It is from the 1800s, actually around 1800 for the first known version of it, but it has evolved. Um, yeah, it has evolved a lot. I think the version that we're most familiar with now is probably the late 1800s. Um, yeah, I mean, as far as the lyrics go, mid to late 1800s. And as far as the melody and everything, probably more 1950s as far as the style that we normally hear it played at Faire. But no, it is a 200-year-old song. So yeah, it is traditional. Um, I mean, from its earliest origin. So yes, very good, very good. Okay, what about? Um, well, let's do the second one. Let's do Wild Mountain Time. Let's do that. Is that traditional or is it modern? So Wild Mountain Time. Now Wild Mountain Time is another one that you hear a lot at Faire. Now as opposed to being like a pub song, it's more of a ballad. Uh, Certainly more of a ballad song. Uh, so Wild Mountain Time. So is Wild Mountain Time traditional or modern? It's a tough question. It's a tough question. Well, so far, yeah. Thank you, Lee, for not saying it. Yeah, since yeah, you would definitely be cheating on that. Jeremy says it's old. Kristen says traditional. Liz says traditional. Okay, we're all going traditional on this. Um, Kathy's really breaking out and saying modern. Um, I think she's although she might just be playing the game and doing the whole um, the rules to taking tests and picking B, regularly. So she might just be gaming this. I don't know. I'm not sure if she knows for sure because everybody else is saying traditional. Oh, and Andrews on YouTube is saying traditional. Um, Jeremy's saying from the 1700s. Um, and well, okay. And okay, Jan is saying tune traditional words modern, and that's a tough one. Um, because technically, here's the thing: the copyright on Wild Mountain Time is from the 1950s. So, depending on how you look at it, it's a modern song. It is. Now, this is kind of one of those gray area songs because it um, it was kind of inspired by earlier songs, but the version that we hear um, is a modern song. The version that we hear now. Now there were melodies that were similar that are older, and certainly the words were very different when you go back to the 1700s. They were not quite the same. When you read them, they are pretty different, although the concept is similar. So it is. It depends on what you define as an original song. How much influence is too much influence? And this is a really good question. It really is because, in a way, every time you write a song, it's inspired by something from everything you've learned and heard before as a musician. So, where is that line? And this one really is in the middle of that line. There have been serious attempts to go against the copyright and point fingers at the McPeak family who own the copyright and say this is a traditional song. And on some CDs, when performers who have done that song, they will list it as traditional um, and refute that copyright. So I don't think they've gone to lawsuit yet, but they're in the community. There are people waiting for it to happen. So it's a tough call. But for the moment, legally, it is a modern song. Um, but I'm kind of with Jeremy a little bit on this, and thinking it is a bit of it's an adapted version of a traditional song. So that's kind of how I'm going to go with it. Um, but yes, yes. Um, so yeah, so okay, we'll do one more. Let's do a good one. Whiskey in the Jar. That is a good one. That's classic. You know, I mean, anything Metallica's covered it has to be a fun song to do. So let's say Whiskey in the Jar. Now, Whiskey in the Jar, of course, very popular among Irish musicians, and you will hear it a lot at Faire because it is a very rocking song. They do a good job with it, and um, you know, Irish music is weird. There's a lot of it from the 1800s, a lot of it from the 1900s. It's tough. It's tough. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, Liz is saying modern for Wild Mountain Time. I'm sorry, Wild Time. That Whiskey in a Jar. I'm really holding it together today, but I'm trying. It's 3 day weekend, so I'm gonna take a pass on that one. Um, so yes, Whiskey in the Jar. Liz says modern. Oh, Alicia says she heard that song performed in Greece. Well, that's nice. That is always, and by Greece, I think she means the country, not the musical, because you know you never know. Okay, Andrew's saying modern or faux traditional is his guess on YouTube. Okay, okay, I can appreciate that. Anybody else for Whiskey in the Jar, or are we all looking up Wikipedia right now? Kathy says modern. Okay, um, looks like people are going more the modern route on this. Um, Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. Irish songs, a lot of them, a lot of the popular ones now are modern. It is very, very true. So I understand that instinct. It is, it is, yeah. It is a very, it's easy to look at Irish songs and say that they're at least relatively modern. But, you know, you get, as far as copyright goes, there's a lot of Irish songs that are from the 1910s, 1920s that people still play. So you can get away with the copyright issue and you're okay. You don't have to worry about that, luckily. But, uh, but yeah, there was a huge, huge resurgence of modern folk song, folk musicians in the 50s and 60s that did Irish music and made international an international name for themselves. And a lot of those songs stemmed from that time. And we people tend to think of them as traditional. And it's weird because in Ireland, music is always traditional. I mean, you always pass it along. They didn't really worry as much about copyright there because of the oral tradition that was so common. You didn't look at music that way there. It's more of a recent thing. Um, so yes, okay. So most people are saying modern on this. Well, guess what? It is actually traditional. That's right. Whiskey in the Jar is 1800s, and it is the lyrics have not changed. The lyrics are from the 1800s. If you go back to some of the publications um, from that time, you will see that yeah, the lyrics, boom. You go into like 1880s, this music collection, lyrics are the same. So definitely, it is a traditional song from that. So it's kind of interesting. Yes, so something to know. A little trivia there, and maybe a little surprise for some of you, I hope. So always good. So whiskey in the jar, play it as much as you want. No worries about copyright. Yay, team. So always fun. Ah, so I know. Did you like that? Was that fun for y'all? Is that something you want me to do in the future with songs and bring up one or two every now and then and see what you think? Because I find the history of music interesting, but I know I'm weird, so I just want to make sure y'all are into it. Is that sort of a game you'd like to play every once in a while? So just curious about that. Anyone? I don't know if y'all liked it at all. Oh, okay. Jan likes it. Well, yes, Jan likes it. Okay, Liz is in. Okay, well, we'll try to include that. uh, yes, it is interesting to know what's out of copyright, and that is nice. But yeah, I just find it interesting because a lot of songs, it's surprising because people treat them as traditional and they're not, or um, people will treat them as modern, like well, like Metallica doing Whiskey in a Jar, and it's not. It's just kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Oh, and lyrics, and see if you can name the song. Well, that would be tough, especially some of the obscure lyrics that aren't, in the first verse or second, kind of farther down that list. Yeah, I think that would be interesting. Okay. And Andrew on YouTube says, worst case, it sends me back deep into Wikipedia rabbit holes. I know nothing of that kind of thing. Mhm. Yes, yes, okay. So I can relate to that. That is great. So yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it's already 7:34. I should probably just um, call it there because I mean, it's been such a relaxing evening, and I'm pretty brain dead. And I know I know everybody's going to give me a pass on the 7 reasons since tomorrow's my birthday. Ooh, I said it. Oh, I said it. Wasn't going to say that. Oh well. Yes, it is true. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm yeah. It's going to be a crazy busy day, but I'll get through it. But yeah, yeah. Any other thoughts or tidbits? Wow. No, no, we're not. We're skipping over the birthday. I think we're just calling it here. It's all. Yeah, we're just gonna relax and. Oh, he got it in. I wasn't gonna mention that. Oh man. Uh, well, yeah. There people at Faire knew about it last weekend, and oh yes, I did get some really cool things from certain people we won't mention. Yeah, this is something I got from Kristen, as a matter of fact. Insanely cool, isn't it? Isn't it cool? Oh my gosh. I mean, I think she did a really good job. Yeah, I think that was really cool. And uh, oh, I also got a really cool mug from Damaris, and this was great. Um, Andrew, the man, the myth, the legend. I mean, it's odd for me because I don't normally have an ego or anything, so I don't know why she would get me that and think I would appreciate it. But surprisingly, I like it. It's really good. So thank you. But yeah, that was really great. So yeah, I had a good time over the weekend, and people are all really cool about it. And it's weird. I'm usually very shy about my birthday because for a while there, I did not enjoy my birthday at all. I had some really bad birthdays with friends doing not cool stuff, and I just got to a point where I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do anything for my birthday. But thanks to a lot of the people at Faire, I'm kind of getting back into it. So thank you all. It really making me enjoy it. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend Lee didn't type that a second ago about my ego. Yes. uh, right. Okay. Anyway, um, oh, okay. Y'all are just y'all are being so cool and everything. Okay, let's do 7 reasons. Let's do a 7 reasons. We can jump into one, right? Let's just do it. Um, oh, it's the least I can do. Okay, 7 reasons. Let's see, 7 reasons. Okay, how about this? 7 reasons having your birthday at Faire is awesome because, well, it is. So, yes. 7 reasons having your birthday at Faire is awesome. So for actually, yeah, if any of you have ever had your birthday at Faire, please throw in some comments about how that went and what you thought about it, because yeah, what you did and all that kind of stuff. Because I think having a birthday at Faire is awesome if you can do it. If it happens to fall on the Faire day, oh, go! It's just so nice and so much fun. So okay, number 7, seventh reason why having your birthday at Faire is awesome. People singing to you are actually talented. So you can have happy birthday sung to you, and it actually sounds in tune and in key and all of that kind of stuff. Always a bonus. Yes, you've got to love that. You've got to love that. So yes, always, yeah. Getting the whole, you can maybe get some people with some harmonies going. That's worth it. That is worth it. Get the high class birthday song going. Number 6, doing what you love on a day that's about you. I mean, come on. I mean, you get to go to Faire, you get to have a great time, and you get to do whatever you want. You get to see the shows you want. You get to, have the day you want on your birthday. And, I mean, birthdays should be about the person having the birthday, not about everybody around them necessarily. I mean, it's really, you should have a good time on your birthday. I think that's an important rule. I really do. So, number 5. Number 5. Seeing people that you probably really like. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like when you have your birthday party at work or something like that with a normal 9 to 5 job, or, sometimes it can be cool, but, you are around a lot of people you don't necessarily know, and it's not that same kind of thing. This way, you get to hang out with all these people you like and have a great time. And Faire is good that way. I mean, one of the things I love about Faire is you get to go see a bunch of friends every season when you go. That's, you might be 6, 9 plus months till you see them again, but when you see them again next year, it's again really great and fun. So definitely good, definitely good. So number 4, because there's a built-in gift marketplace. I mean, come on, you're going to Faire and you have all of this cool stuff and all of these shops already. So people can go there and it's like, oh, here, I'm going to get you this wonderful, cool leather book, or I'm going to get you this really good piece of sheet music, or this really cool piece of jewelry, or something like that. I mean, something that you like. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, there's getting some great stories in the comments about this, about people who've had birthdays at Faire. That's really good. That's really good. Yes, and I know some of you are restricted because you have birthdays in late December or early January or something like that, or maybe in the middle of summer where you're not near a fair. And if that happens, I understand. I mean, that's one of those sacrifices you make when you have your birthday at that time of year. But I'm just saying, if you can get away with it, do it. Definitely. And of course, there's always the unbirthday party. Never forget that. Never forget that. Okay, number 3, an excuse to not spend time with your family. Now, for me, I love my family. My family is great, and I actually like them and like spending time with them. I know not everybody feels that way about their family. So this is an excuse to kind of say, oh, I'm sorry, I would so come visit, but I'm going to Faire and doing a birthday party there. So it's a good excuse. So yeah, I mean, it's something, yeah, you can do that. Maybe not family, but other people that you wouldn't normally want to spend your birthday with. This is an excuse to kind of go and spend it with the people that you really want to. So never hurts. Never hurts. Number 2. People play with you more on your birthday. I mean, seriously, if you've gone to Faire and you've said, oh, today's my birthday, the cast, oh, they will really have fun with you. I mean, performers on stage will make a point of saying, oh, and you know whose birthday it is? This person. Everybody sing happy birthday. And you will get that. I mean, if you hide it, okay, you can avoid that if you're not into that type of attention. But if you go out of your way and tell people what's going on, they will make sure to make your birthday a special time. So yeah, have fun with it. Have fun with that. Definitely, definitely. Okay, and the number 1 reason why having your birthday at Faire is awesome is it's your birthday. Do what you want. I mean, come on. It is your birthday. And I said this earlier. You should be able to do what you want on your birthday. So if you want to go to Faire and you enjoy having, being at Faire, do it. It's a great way to have a birthday. So you should. You really, really should. So that is the 7 reasons why having your birthday at Faire is awesome. So there you go. Ah. So yes, here we go. Hope you liked that one. Little bonus birthday 7 reasons. Don't know how I was inspired to come up with that one. No idea. It just came to me somehow. Just somehow. So yes. Yeah, maybe you should look at doing an unbirthday day for people who have birthdays at weird times of year. Um, oh, really? Yeah, May 6th. That's true. Alan Dale's birthday is May 6th at Sherwood. So yeah, totally going to do that and wish him well. So yes, it is a fun time at Faire, and I am really enjoying it. I hope all of you watching, if you haven't been able to get to a Faire lately for various reasons, or you've never been, for some of you, I know, hopefully you'll get to go soon because things are starting to turn around and fairs are opening. And so far, I mean, Sherwood has done a phenomenal job with trying to keep everything as safe as possible, and I give them a lot of credit, and I hope the other fairs are as well. I'm really looking forward to hearing more about how that's been going. And yeah, what do you mean stinking Tauruses? Alacia, she's saying so many stinking Tauruses. What? What? I mean, uh, how can you say that? I mean, that's just, oh my gosh. And now she's talking about a group of Tauruses being called a butthead of Tauruses. Really? Really? Ah. Oh my gosh, yes, and Lee's latched on to the unbirthday invasion now. I think that's going to happen. Just have a bunch. Oh, everybody, all the unbirthdays have to wear like a sash that says it's my birthday because you got to go all out. If you're going to do that, you have to present to the world that this is my birthday, or at least this is the day I'm celebrating it. So yes, I think that has to happen now. I think it really does have to happen. So excellent, excellent, everyone. Well, okay. This was good, productive meeting. I think we figured out a lot of things about things on Fairlife for the future, and the different invasions we're going to have, and things to do at Fair. And oh yeah, there's good stuff, good stuff. Right, anything that causes Lee to have a few more post-it notes after a show is a good thing. She needs that. It's if she doesn't get that, she gets cranky. It's not pretty. Oh my. So yes, thanks again, and thanks again for tolerating my slightly brain dead self. Mondays are usually a day of trying to recover, and a 3-day weekend is a serious recovery effort. But I'm going to get some good sleep tonight, and I should be right as rain, no pun intended, for tomorrow. So that should help a lot, and I'm sure I'll have a great day. So thanks again, and I hope you have a wondrous time this evening and a great week. And I look forward to seeing you at my reunion show with Mark on Thursday, and hopefully not 21 if you're interested in that type of thing for gaming, and have some fun there tomorrow night. And yeah, look for hopefully I'll see some of you at Faire too this weekend if you're in the area. So have a good time, take care, and I will see you soon.